All right. So, hello, good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning to our second years and some of our fourth year irregular students. So, this is actually the 14th week already of our uh, semester. So, just a few more weeks and it's actually the finals already. But before that, alam niyo na naman what has been happening for the past few weeks. We have been very busy with accreditation, no? And so we really thank you for your patience and understanding. Okay? So last time I gave you a copy, or not really a copy, but I was able to discuss the contents of the course outline. And again, I did not give you a full copy, the exact copy or document copy of the course outline para hindi siya may upload kung saan saan. So same thing with what I will be showing you guys. This is the OBTLP or outcomes-based teaching learning plan. So parang course outline din lang ito pero mas detailed. Okay? So again, please do familiarize yourself sa puso. Isa-isip ang ating school philosophy, vision, mission, goals. Okay, itong goals hindi natin na-discuss before but please do take time to read these as well as the objectives and the core values. Yan. Feel free to take a screenshot of this. But then again, huwag i-upload kung saan-saan. Okay? Ayan. So, baka iniisip niyo pati, gawa-gawa lang naman namin yung mga gustong ipagawa sa inyo. Well, no. Okay? Pinagbabatayan namin ang CHED. Okay? So, sa CHED, merong specific outcomes or may mga bagay na dapat kayong magawa at the end of the semester. Okay? As an IT graduate or as an IT student and in our uh, course, which is GE103, Math in the Modern World. Okay? So, ito yung ating intended outcome. Apat lang naman ang pinili ko. Para hindi sobrang dami. Ayan. So, as you can see here, you can see the time frame kung ano yung mga bagay na dapat magawa ninyo. Okay? So, dalawa yan, learning outcome. Topic, the methodology or papaano namin ito ituturo, gusto namin malaman nyo na din para hindi naman to surprise. Kasi asynchronous naman tayo eh, ano? You have the resources kung saang books niyo pwedeng makuha at saka yung assessment. Paano namin kayo gigradean? So, may quiz ba to? May activity and so on. So, tapos na tayo dito as well as week 6. Yan, tapos na tayo dyan. Nag-midterm na tayo. Tapos na din tayo dito. And that leads us to our 14th week, which is the finance and mathematics of voting. Okay? Ayan. So, matututo tayong mag-budget this time. Okay? And then, we have the 16th week and 17th week and the 18th week. Ayan. So, 18th week, konti lang. And final exam na. So, expect that on the 17th week, I'll be sending recording of the discussion of answers in your quizzes. Ay, para alam niyo kung alaman ninyo kung paano yung sagutan yan. And it would also serve as a reviewer. Okay? And then the rest kapareho lang sa course outline nyo. Rules, laws, mga requirements, etc. etc. Okay? So, now we can proceed with our lesson. Ayan. So, recently, kasi sweldo lang namin actually, kahapon lang. Oh, so, first thing that comes to mind when I receive my salary is kakain. Okay? It's not totally bad. But then, another thing that we should think of is saan to pwedeng i-invest. Okay? But no, I will not be teaching you cryptocurrency and stock. Okay? I'll just be teaching you simple analysis on what we call interest. Okay? So, we'll be talking about mathematics of finance. It's not finance, but finance. Okay? Yan. So, before we officially start, let's have a simple game. Okay? So, pag-aralan niyo na to nung senior high and nung high school. So, this is just a recall. Okay? So, just type the word Okay? In our comment or in our chat box, ay kung live man ito, ay sulit lang sa group chat side. Kung hindi man, edi sa YouTube na lang. Okay? So, the question is, this refers to the amount earned for the use of borrowed money or of money deposited in a bank. Okay? Ito daw yung pera na-earn ng isang tao sa pagpapahiram ng pera or pag nagde-deposit tayo sa bangko. Okay? So, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer is interest. Okay, so syempre pagka nagpahiram tayo, may konting tubo. Yun yung tubo natin, yung interest. Okay? Sa bangko naman, dahil ang bangko ay pinapahiram natin ng pera natin, yun ay nag-i-interest, yun ay tumutubo. No? Kala natin, when we go to the bank and deposit our money, we are saving our money. It's not just that. We are actually lending our money as well sa mga bangko. Kaya yan nag-i-interest. Okay? Yan. So, ginagamit ng bangko actually yung funds natin for different, in many different ways. Okay? Sige, next tayo. This is the amount lent or deposited. Ito yung perang pinahiram ko o ito yung pera na dineposit ko. What do you call this money? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the principal amount. Okay? Kumbaga ito yung hindi naman talaga puhunan, ano, pero ito yung starting money natin. Okay? Ito yung dinedeposito na. Okay? And the last term, I think, alam niyo na, no? Okay. So, it's the amount of interest paid given as a percent of the principal. Like, percentage. Okay, so, ano ba usually yung nagkakaroon ng percentage? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is the interest rate. Okay? So, I think you already have an idea of what our lesson is. And yes, our lesson is all about simple interest. Okay? So, at the end of our lesson, this particular lesson, ito yung mga gusto kong matutunan ninyo at magawa ninyo. Right? So, I think you're very familiar with the formula I equals CRT. Ano ba tong letters na to? Okay? So, I stands for interest. P, as what is mentioned, stands for principal amount. R is the rate. Okay? So, this is small r by the way. Nag-automatic lang siguro dahil sa PowerPoint. This is the small r. And we have small t for time. Okay? Kasi may oras yan eh. Hindi siya tumutubo araw-araw. It depends. Okay? Pwede siyang tumubo araw-araw kung gusto ninyo. Okay? So, again, simple interest. The interest paid on the original principal is called simple interest. Nagpautang ako, sabi ko, kailangan pagbalik mo sa akin may additional na ha. So, yeah, yun yung interest. That is very simple. So, sa lagi natin tatandaan, okay, may times that the time is given in months, in days, in years, okay? Pag years, no problem tayo. As is tayo. 5 years, 2 years, 10 years. But if the time is given in months, kunyari 5 months, we have to divide it by 12. Uh, But what if the time is given in days? We will divide it by, if your answer is 365, 366, or somewhere there, I'm sorry, but the answer is just 360. Okay? Ang tawag kasi dyan ay yung ordinary time or the banker's rule. No? So, ganyan mag-compute ng araw, baka isipin nyo, Bakit parang ilang araw nung nag-chat ako sa sabi niya. Eh, so anyway, pabihira naman yung magbigay ng date. Eh, ayan. So, let's have an example. Madali lang na example natin. Ayan. So, your friend Marites, ito na naman, hihiram na naman, tapos hindi isa sa uli. Ano? Your friend Marites borrowed 100,000 from you and promised to pay it after 5 years. Compute the amount to be repaid to you uh, after, sorry, nawala dito. After you told her that you will charge her a simple interest of 5% per year. Again, your friend Marites borrowed 100,000 from you and promised to pay it after 5 years. Compute the amount to be repaid to you after you told her that you will charge her a simple interest of 5% per year. Ay, parang convenience fee yung magiging interest natin. But let's see, ano ba yung meron tayo at ano yung gusto natin hanapin. Okay? Well, what are we looking for here? We're looking for the compute the amount to be repaid. Okay? So, usually, hinahanap natin just yung interest, diba? Okay? So, alam naman natin na kailangan natin ng I, P, R, saka P. Alam na ba natin kung magkano ang interest? Andito ba? So, okay, let's check. Wala dito yung interest. Kung magkano yung tinubo natin. Andito ba yung principal amount? Pinahiram natin? Yes, we have 100,000. Meron ba dito nakalagay na rate? Yes, it is 5% per year. And we have T, or time. We have 5 years. 5 years daw ni babayaran. Okay, so what will we do with these numbers? Okay, tingnan muna natin isa-isa, no? Itong sa rate, instead of 5%, you can turn it into decimal, 0.05. So, anong gagawin natin? We will substitute all these values sa ating formula. Gaya nito. Okay? And then, simply multiply 100,000 times 0.05 times 5 years. You are free, totally free to use your calculators in order to solve our problems for this lesson. Okay? And again, don't forget to take notes and please do pause the video, slow down, or speed up depende sa gusto mo. Okay, so if you are done computing, the answer should be 25,000. Okay, ano tong 25,000 na to? Tama, it's the interest. Ano tong 25,000 na to para sa atin? Si Marites ba to? Aanihin to ni Marites? Ibabayad to sa atin ni Marites, no? Okay, kumbaga ito yung tubo ko. So, teka lang, parang kulang, no? Ang pinahiram ko 100,000 pero 25K lang ang balik sa akin. Parang may mali. Okay, again, how much will you get from her at the end of those 5 years? Nang hiram siya ng 100,000, dapat tutubo ako, no? Nagpahiram na nga ako eh. Okay, let's analyze. Ang sagot natin sa interest ay 25,000. Tapos, magkano yung pinahiram ko? 100,000. Ano kayang gagawin natin sa dalawang to? Okay, so if your answer is we will add both of them, then you are correct. Okay? So, syempre, ibabalik niya yung inutang niya at the same time, babayaran niya ako ng parang convenience fee dahil pinautang ko siya. So, a total of 125,000. Ano kaya ang tawag dito sa accumulated dito sa suma total na to? Okay, so if you remember the term, So this is actually the future value or what we call the maturity value. Madalas nitong nakikita or nababasa sa ating mga bangko. Okay? Maturity value. Okay. So how do we get the maturity value? Ginawa natin is pinag-add si principal amount at saka si interest. Okay? Now, what if hindi natin alam si interest? Let's just substitute the original formula. I equals PRT. Imbis na I, ang inilagay ko ay PRT. Pareho lang naman sila. And just to get another formula, let's factor out P. Ang matitira ay P times 1 plus R. Okay? So, consider this as another formula for our simple interest. Okay? Right? So, here's a what if. Yan. So, here I've shown the, what do you call this one? I've already shown the answer supposedly. Okay? So, mula sa I equals CRT, maaari natin makuha. Okay? Kunyari, meron tayong interest, meron tayong principal, meron tayong rate. So, ang gagawin lang natin is i-divide both sides by CR para mahanap ang time kung sakaling time is unknown. Okay? Again, same thing with R. Let's say, for example, the rate is unknown. So, let's divide both sides by PT. Bakit PT? Gusto natin matira to. Cancel, cancel. Yan, I over PT. Pareho lang din yan. Okay? And what if wala naman yung principal amount? Okay? Gusto kong malaman kung magkano nga ulit yung pinahiram ko dito. Okay? If you forgot about that one and you remember the rest of the details, so ito. Okay? Ayan. So, these are just other versions of the formula. Ito yung mga tinranspose para makakuha yung iba't ibang variable natin. Okay. So, let's proceed with activity 1. Okay. So, for activity 1, I will not be answering it now. We will be answering it later on or in the next video. Okay. Para may time kayo magawa yung ating activity. Okay. So, please do take note. Please read this carefully. I did not discuss how to compute or how to solve using these formulas yet. But again, pahapyaw na lang to review na lang to. So you should know this by now. Okay? So this is your activity 1. Please do this before our next meeting, including this. May asterisk sa 5 and 6 kasi medyo may konting difficulty. Okay, so let's proceed with the next one. Okay, now, kung kanina we have simple interest, we also have what we call simple discount. Okay, ang simple discount, may kabaliktaran siya ng simple interest. Ito ay interest deducted in advance. Okay, parang tatanggalin yung interest. Gusto nating malaman kung ano yung original. Okay, so we have what we call discounting. So here are our formulas. What do you think is the meaning of these variable? Ano kaya itong big B, small b? Magkaiba pa ba sila? Big F, small p, big P, that's C. Okay? So F, same thing, stands for the maturity value. Yung maturity value, yung suma total, okay, na interest plus principal, hindi ba? D is the discount rate, usually given yan. P is time, P is for proceeds or against principal amount for others. And D is the simple discount. Magkano yung ating na-discount? Okay. But let's see kung meron nang nai-abot. Okay? Okay. So, let's have this one naman. We have some problems here. Okay, kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina. How will you get C if B is missing? Okay? What if B, small b is missing? What if big F is missing? What if the small t is missing? Okay. So, sige, gawin muna natin yung una. Siyempre, in getting C, itong gagamitin natin formula. So, wala daw tayong D. So, you can replace it with this instead. Yun naman daw ang tumbas ng D. Ayan. And then, we can simplify. Diba? We factor out F. Matitira ay F. Dito may matitirang 1 minus D. Okay? Now, let's try this. What if the small d is missing? Now, automatic ito yung formula ang gagamitin natin, no? Now, anong gagawin natin dito? Small d is missing. Again, we divide both sides by FP. Bakit FP? Kasi gusto natin siyang tanggalin para mapagtulo itong C. So, the answer here is D over FP. Again, binaliktad ko lang yung pwesto nila and that is totally okay. Right? What about this one, F? What if F is missing? So you will divide both sides by dt. Ang mahalaga dito is, matuto kayo on which variables to remove. Saka kung alin yung variables, no? Na, okay. Next one. So, same formula, what is T naman yung nawawala? Okay, pagka T yung nawawala, ganun din. So, kailangan T ang matira dito. Ang tatanggalin natin ay FD. So, divide both sides by FD. And this is the answer. Kapareho naman. Okay? Yeah. So, this is for discount. So, let's have one exercise or one example. Okay. So, I want to know the present value of 4,200 due in 6 months at 5% discount rate. Just for you to visualize it, right? Let's say at ang bang date mo yan? Let's say just this is the present or ito yung today. Tapos siguro ito ay in the future in after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Ayan. So magkano daw ang pera or magkano daw tong 4,200 na to? Kasi 6 months to. Ayan, let's try to analyze to. Meron tayong isang 6 months. So we have time naman. And we have the rate 5%. Right? So please take a look. Gusto natin malaman kung magkano pera ngayon. Saka, paano natin siya, kumbaga, mapapalaki ang halaga. Okay? So, if you want this to have a bigger value, interest. But since we want to know the smaller value, we will be finding the simple discount. Okay? So, we want to know the principal amount. Alam natin yung final or the, what do you call this? Yan na. Sa dulo ng aking dila. Okay. We have the matured value na. Okay. Hindi ko maalala bigla yung salita, no? Sige, mami, baka maalala ko, no? Maturity value. Okay. We also have the time, 6 months. But remember, if it's in months, you have to convert it to years. So, 0.5 years. We have B, or the discount rate, or 0.05. Okay. So, let's choose which of these formulas will we use. Ito ba? Or ito? The first one, letter A, or the second one, letter B? Okay, bakit hindi natin gagamitin itong si A? Wala akong mga problem in using A. Yun nga lang, wala tayong itong big B. Okay, so cross out na yan. Ito na lang tayo. We have F, we have C, we have D. Okay, so let's just substitute the missing variables. We have F, we have D, and we have. So kung kaya nyo i-diretso sa calculator, that would be good. If you would do it manually, so please be careful and remember the MDAS rule. Sorry, PEMDAS pala. Unahin nyo na sa parenthesis, in your exponent, multiplication, then division, addition, then subtraction. Okay? Yeah, so if you would compute it, we will be getting an amount of 4,095. Ikumpara nga natin siya sa 40. Okay, so again, if you have mas maliit ang value nito, ang present value. Okay? Because again, gusto natin siyang palakihin, palagiin. So, ipapasok sa bangko para mag-interest. Now, we want to get this one. Hindi natin alam kung magkano ihulog. So, we do this one. So, activity 2, isang item lang naman. I want you to discount 2,560 for 50 days at a discount rate of 7%. Again, the answers to this will be discussed in the next one. Okay? So here's a reminder. Simple interest computes interest only at the end of the period. Okay? Here, it doesn't really matter kung late, okay? It doesn't really matter for now kung maaga nagbayad. Okay? So at the end of the period. Ayan, let's have this as an example. We have 10,000. Okay? Nag-invest ako ng 10,000 at 8% interest rate after 1 year. So, magkano na kaya ito pagdating ng panahon? After 1 year. I will be using the formula F equals P times 1 plus. Okay, so use your calculator. So, after 1 year, tutubo pala ito na, wow, 800. Not bad, not bad. Okay. So, magiging 10,8 ang aking 10,000. Okay, let's say for example, gusto kong tumubo ulit. So, ginawa ko, i-invest ulit itong 10,8. Okay? At i-invest ulit. So, gusto kong malaman kung magkano na ito after 3 years. Okay? Ayan. So, I have 10,000 times 1 plus 0.08 times 3 at 3 years. So, after 3 years, magiging 12,4 pala ito. So, ito tumutubo ang aking pera kasi wala akong ginagawa. Now, what if pinull out ko siya sa bangko, tapos dineposit ko ulit? Pinull out ko sa bangko, at dineposit ko ulit. Then, pinull out sa bangko, at dineposit ko ulit. Kasi malaki ang aking kita. Okay, compared sa kanina. Okay, if you notice kanina, isang hulugan lang, after 3 years, 12,4 siya. Ito, parang ulit-ulit ko. Pero ba't ganun? Mas malaki ito. So, there's a big difference because this is what we call compound interest. May kumbaga nag-i-interest ka every compounding period. Right? Pwedeng kada quincenas tumataas ang interest. Right? Every month tumataas ang interest. Every year. Right? So, we have this formula. Okay? So, F equals P times 1 plus I raised to N. So, ano kaya itong letters na to? I think you already know what it is. P. Okay. But what is I and what is N? Okay, there are some letters here that are not actually present. Okay. So, importante malaman na rin yung conversion period. I'll be discussing it in a short while. Okay. Okay. Ayan. So we have the conversion period usually kasi or pangkaraniwan is annual. Okay? Kumbaga, kada taon, let's say every new year, tumataas ang yung pera. Okay? Kung bumagsa ng biga, it depends. We have semi-annually, ibig sabihin 2 beses ito mangyayari sa isang taon. Quarterly, 4 na beses. And then monthly, 12 times. Pwedeng meron pang every 3 months, every 6 months. It depends. It depends per bank. Okay? So we have the formula to get the interest rate per period from this word itself. Okay? Interest rate per period. Yan. So ito yan. Ang base ng formula niya. And itong N is the total number of conversations during or conversions during the term. Ilang beses ba ito na nag-interest? Okay? So let's have an example. I plan to invest my money in BPO bank. Now, if I invested 12,000, 10% interest rate, sana all. Compounded quarterly, what will be its value after 5 years? Ang ibig sabihin nito, kada quarter daw or every 3 months. Pagka March, June, September, and December, tutubo ang ating pera. Okay? So, ang gusto ko malaman ay magkano na sa after 5 years. Okay? So, we have our formula. Okay, before that, let's look for our given muna. We have our formula for F because F is missing the maturity value. Okay? Yung magkano na siya sa dulo. We have principal of 12,000. We have a rate of 10% or 0.10. Quarterly siya, so 4. And 5 years. Okay? So let's show everybody how to solve this. So, ito yung mga formula. Wala namang diniscuss ng other formula for discount. So, let's just substitute these into the equation. But ito, wala pang I. So, do you remember how to get I? I equals R over N. Rate over, what do you call this one? Rate over the number of conversions. Okay? So, meron tayo masasagot dito. Ito 0.025. And isa pang kailangan natin malaman is N, which is number of conversions times how many years. Kumbaga, ilang beses tumubo sa loob ng 5 taon. So, yan. So, 4 times 5 is 20. Now, we have I and we have N. Okay na, we can substitute na. And actually, you can go straight to your calculator to solve this. Okay? And you should be able to get a score of 19,653.40. Imagine, yung pera ko sa bangko, hindi ko gagalawin. Tutubo siya ng kanya. Yung 12,000, magiging 19,600. So, how much more if you have a lot more of money? Okay? So, let's go with our activity story. Ano yan? Mrs. Pamia wants to have 1.5 in her account at the end of 10 years. Maliit na to actually. Well, how much should she save or invest in pag-ibig MPC savings to save 2% compounded monthly? So, analyze natin yung tanong ha, kung alin dito ang C, alin ang F, alin hinahan. Okay? Sige. So, ayun na. That's it for our compound interest, simple interest, and this. Right? So, this is just a short lesson actually, pero I want you to enhance your English speaking skills as well as your comprehension skills. Hindi dapat lagi ituturo ni teacher na ito times ito ay ito. Alamin kung anong hinahanap at alamin kung ano ang pwedeng gamitin na formula, alin ang pwedeng gamitin na number. Okay? So that's it. Thank you so much for listening and I'll be seeing you next time. Okay? Bye!